Good day and welcome to episode 34 of our Let's Play of Fallout 3. My name is Turt Dald. Let's get started. On the last episode, we talked a little bit about bobbleheads and decided to go for the unofficial 21st bobblehead located in Oasis. We made our way north from Minefield, discovered the MDPL 13 power station. Inside, we got the schematic for the railway rifle and a Nuka-Cola Quantum, as well as a unique weapon, Power Fist. Then made our way north from there and discovered a little retirement community, just some houses, not much loot there, and continued north from there to Clifftop Shacks. Fought our first super mutant overlord and a few other super mutants, and discovered not one but two captives and released them. And inside one of the shacks, we got another unique weapon, the Board of Education. From there, we made our way to Oasis, and that is where we left off. Oh, we also bought some more stuff for our house. We got the last piece of the jukebox, and also bought a theme, the science theme. Here's the jukebox and science theme.
I hope things are going well with you today, sir.
So our house is looking good now. I just got to drop off those grenades. I don't think I dropped off the grenades the last time. Yeah, 127 grenades. I don't need that. I'll just bring 3 with me, I guess. And let's continue. It's on our way to Oasis. The beginning part is going to be mostly talking, so bear with me.
Outsider, you have arrived. Please come closer. I have something of the utmost urgency to speak to you about. Do hurry. He doesn't like to be kept waiting. I'm so glad you're here. If you wouldn't mind following me, I'll bring you right to him.
Just a minute. Who are you and what is this place?
I'm sorry. In my excitement, I got ahead of myself. I'm Tree Father Birch, and I have the great fortune of being leader of his people, the Tree Minders. Beyond that gate is our home, Oasis.
Who's waiting for me inside?
Why, he is, of course. If you'll just follow me to the pavilion, all will be explained.
Okay, I'll follow you. Lead on.
Excellent. Please follow me. All will be explained soon. I can't believe you're here.
Yeah, me neither. A little bit of rads there. We gotta wait for him to sit down before we can do anything. That little girl there is where we get the so-called bobblehead. See if I can win some speech checks. You'd think I would. My speech is getting up there.
Welcome, outsider. Welcome to Oasis. You have no idea how overjoyed I am to see you. Normally, outsiders are forbidden inside Oasis, but he has made an exception.
I've never seen any place like this.
No, I suppose you haven't. In fact, few who live outside of Oasis have. Everything you see around you, from the tallest tree to the smallest blade of grass, is a gift from him.
the way the way you're saying him, I could swear you're referring to a god.
He's no mere god, my friend. He is the one who grows. He is the one who gives. And he is the one who guides. Thanks to him, the tree minders have a home.
38%. I may be willing to help, but I need straight answers about who he is.
I would have preferred that he made the introduction, but I understand your hesitation. The Great One is a God tree. A living, breathing, speaking God tree. The tree minders are blessed to have this being watch over us.
Why do you call yourselves tree minders?
We care for this place and keep it safe from those who would seek to exploit it. He gives to us, so we give back to him. It's an arrangement that's worked well for almost 2 decades. We shun technology and embrace nature. That's the life of a tree minder.
If you hate technology, why carry weapons?
Sadly, the wasteland is a hostile place, and sometimes we're forced to defend ourselves against it. If that means fighting with manufactured weapons, then so be it. Had he not asked to see you, you never would have gotten this close to the gates.
Which brings us to why I'm here, I suppose.
Yes, indeed it does. Sorry, I don't speak to outsiders very often, and I tend to get lost in conversation. As you approached Oasis, he said you were coming, and I was sent out to meet you personally with a request. He wishes to meet with you. You'd be the first outsider to do so in a very long time.
I would be honored to meet this person.
Yes, person. To meet him, you must undergo the ceremony of purification. Once that's complete, you'll be able to speak to him. Whenever you're ready, we may begin.
Just a minute. What does this ceremony involve?
It's simple, really. You drink the sap from the basin here in the pavilion. The sap will purify your mind and body of anything harmful that could possibly hurt him. I assure you, nothing harmful will happen to you.
Okay, let's begin the ceremony.
Very good. Take your place in front of the basin and let's begin.
The basin of purification is filled with some sort of thick, viscous sap. Drink the sap.
We will now recite the blessing to ward off any harm the outsider may be carrying before he proceeds to the grove.
I bid you depart, agents of destruction, through the power of his divine will.
Leave our homes and bodies immediately. Live no longer in them, but pass over into places where you can harm no one.
In the name of his frondescence, I call his wrath upon you, so that wherever you may go, you bear it with you.
And, diminishing from day to day, you may disappear, except where you serve the health and good purposes of mankind. May no trace of you be found.
All this, may he be so good as to grant us, who is to come to judge the living and the dead, and the world by his verdure.
Amen. Soon, you will pass peacefully into sleep, outsider. And when you awake, you will witness his glory firsthand.
Now, you could kind of go into a back way here, but we're not going to do that. It's right here. Easy pick lock, but we'll be coming out that way eventually.
Glad to see you're finally awake. I can't believe they made you do that stupid ceremony. They listen when I talk, but they don't hear. You know what I mean?
I must be dreaming.
I wish I was too. Then me and Herbert could be the best of friends and live side by side. He's the tree, see? We're old pals, the best of buddies, and we know each other inside and out. Literally. Well, his name's really Bob. I think it's funny to call him Herbert, but I don't think he thinks it's that funny.
So you're trapped in there inside this Bob thing?
Well, I suppose you could look at it that way. See, Bob used to ride around on top of my head, sunk his roots right in there, you know. Well, eventually, he got bigger than me, and then I pretty much ended up inside.
How did a tree end up growing out of your head?
It was a long time ago. I tend to lose track. I was exploring some sort of a military base with some other people. I think it was called Mariposa. Mariposa. We were pretty deep inside and we found some weird vats of this nasty green goo. Right when we were about to leave, I think we were attacked. Yeah. Last thing I remember before blacking out was something knocking my friend into the stuff.
Well, hopefully your troubles will be over. I'm here to help.
You have no idea how glad I am to hear that. Or we're glad to hear that. Me and Bob. I had you brought in here to ask a very simple favor. Would you please kill me?
You want me to murder you?
Oh, no. It wouldn't be murder. You'd be doing me a favor. You see, I've been stuck here for over 2 decades now, rooted right into the ground. The only friends I've got are Bob and those weirdos out there who think I'm a god.
How would I be able to kill you? You're a tree.
How to put this? I've been feeling rather spread out lately. I think Bob's kinda shoved my insides around some. It's hard to tell where everything is, but it's always that way with one's insides, isn't it? Anyway, I believe Bob's carried some of my organs into his root system. I want you to go underground and destroy my heart.
If I kill you, every tree minder will come after me.
Oh, about them. When you decide to go down there, I'll have a little chat with Birch and the rest of the gang. They usually don't understand a word I say, but I'll make 'em come around.
Why don't you just kill yourself?
Now, how exactly am I supposed to do that? I can barely move anymore. Thanks to Bob, I'm obviously not going to be doing anything for a very long time.
Okay, I'll do it.
You will? Oh, you made us so happy. Oh, isn't that right, Bob? Just give me a little time to say goodbye to good old Bob, and then I'll be ready.
Well, goodbye for now, then, Herbert. Or was it Bob?
No. Herbert is the tree. Bob is his real name, but I call him Herbert because I think it's pretty funny. But I'm still in here too. What's left of me? The name's Harold.
Okay, there's several ways we could solve this quest. I'm gonna kill Herbert because you get a pretty good perk from it. I'm gonna walk around and see if I can win some speech checks just for the XP.
So you're the outsider, huh? You seem nice to me.
This is the person we end up getting the unofficial bobblehead from. Any information you could give me on the caves below Oasis would be helpful.
My parents told me never to go past the old gate. There are monsters in there.
Tell me about your god.
Oh, you mean Harold? He's really nice. Sometimes when I get really lonely, I go into the grove and talk to him. Sometimes I even curl up all cozy-like and sleep next to his root after I have a bad dream. I tell him what I'm scared of, and he tells me what he's scared of. It makes me feel better knowing I'm not the only one.
Now, if you win this speech check, you'll get a clue as to another way to dispatch Harold. Tell me too, then I won't be scared either.
Aw, I never knew an outsider could be scared of anything. Harold told me that he's scared of fire. If fire ever got on him, it would burn him and Bob until they were all gone. That's why we keep the fires far away from him.
So you could just come here with a flamethrower and burn him if you want. You get some bad karma for doing that, but that is a solution. Can you tell me about your god again? Okay. So how did you end up here?
I was born here, silly.
What did you have to do to become a tree minder?
Just get born, I guess. You're funny.
I have to go now.
Goodbye, out.
See if I can win another. Okay, that's them. Let's see if we can find some other people to talk to.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Bloomseer Poplar, soothsayer and healer of Oasis. It brings me great honor to welcome you.
Any information you could give me on the caves below Oasis would be helpful.
Be wary of the water in the caves. I fear they still carry the sting of radiation from the bombs.
What's causing this place to grow?
In what we call the harvest month, the Great One creates seeds among his branches within seed pods. At the end of this time, the pods open and the seeds are carried quite easily upon the wind. It's quite beautiful. Wherever the seeds take purchase, they grow into trees, plants, grass, or all manner of wonderful things.
Tell me about your god.
He's not my god. He's everyone's god. You, me, everyone. This place isn't meant just for the tree minders. It's for all mankind.
I agree completely.
Oh, if only Tree Father Birch saw it as you do. Of everyone, he's been here the longest. You'd think he'd realize that this place won't remain a secret forever. The caravans know about it, and you found it. How long before someone comes to take this place by force? No, I say allow this place to grow, and that issue becomes moot.
So how did you end up here?
My father was a healer like myself. He had the most curious books I would read about trees and plants and their medicinal properties. Many years later, I heard a rumor about a place such as this. I spent a decade in search of it. I've been in this wonderful place for over 15 years now.
What did you have to do to become a tree minder?
I was the third one to arrive here in Oasis. Tree Father Birch was a bit wary at first, but Leaf Mother Laurel convinced him to let me stay. If she hadn't been around, I doubt Birch would have ever let me stay here. After a while, they taught me their ways, and together we developed the ceremony of purification that you undertook.
I have to go now.
May the Great One bless you.
Okay, let's see if we can find some more people to talk to. Unless I get lost again. I'm not seeing anybody. One more speech check I could win around here. Gotta go for the XP. Just the one?
Yes. What can I do for you on this beautiful day?
Tell me about your god.
He is the Great One, the Tree Father of Tree Fathers. There is no greater being in the world than he. I've dedicated my life to protecting this place from the outside world, and I will never fail in that duty.
So how did you end up here?
I was brought here by his will. I heard his calling, and I followed. I believe only a few are worthy enough to find this place, and I'm honored to be among them. That's why I dread the day Oasis overgrows its boundaries.
Speech check? I don't see that it matters much. Oasis is off the beaten path as it is. Oh boy, I got all three.
So, but you found it. How many others will stumble across Oasis? Will they be friendly? I'm worried, outsider. I'm truly worried.
What did you have to do to become a tree minder?
I had to accept the ideals of Tree Father Birch and cast away my dependence on technology. May you remain...
Okay.
This place is... It's very nice to meet you, outsider. I'm Branch Tender Linden.
Any information you could give me on the caves below Oasis would be helpful.
Oasis is located near what used to be an old mining town before the bombs fell. But when the attack started about 200 years ago, many people took shelter in the natural caves that dotted the area. The old gate that stands at the mouth of Oasis Cave is the last piece of architecture from those days.
Tell me about your god.
Well, I'm not so sure the Great One is a god. I mean, I don't believe in that sort of thing. However, I am beginning to realize he's special. Something greater than any of the creatures in the wasteland.
So how did you end up here?
I was found dying in the wastes not far from here by a trader caravan. They knew about this place and brought me to Bloomseer Poplar. She nursed me back to health, and I've stayed ever since.
Dying? How awful. What happened to you?
I was a Brotherhood of Steel
Wow,
outcast.
4 for 4.
We had a deep patrol out here looking for some tech, and they got jumped by some Deathclaws. They shredded everyone else and left me bleeding to death. If it wasn't for Oasis and Bloomseer Poplar, I'd be dead right now. Honestly, I've never seen anything like this place. It's beautiful. It's a shame only a few people will ever get to see it.
What did you have to do to become a tree minder?
I sort of fell into it, I guess. I woke up here and I just stayed. After a while, I became one of them.
I have to go now.
May your spirit...
Well, 4 speech checks. That's good. It's a good sign for things that are gonna come, I guess. Is that all of them?
Cast aside your bits of technology and marvel at this. And I'm telling you,
Okay.
you've got it all wrong. Why else would he have called for an outsider's assistance?
The outsider is here to deliver us from our enemies, to keep this place safely locked away from the wasteland, not to exploit us.
How can we preach about peace when all you want to do is keep his gift all to ourselves? That's not what he would want.
If we allow the spread of this miracle to continue, we're putting him in jeopardy. I can't allow that. I won't allow it.
Once again, my husband, we are at an impasse. I suggest we speak to the outsider.
Agreed. Why else would the outsider have been allowed into the grove? Perhaps it's a test. Yes, that must be it. I know why you're here, and despite what my wife thinks, I know you'll do what's best for Oasis. After all, he chose you, and he would never want to put us in harm's way.
I'm afraid Harold isn't a god. He's just a human that had some bad luck.
Oh, he's testing you now, just like he tested us. He wants to see if your faith is strong by spinning these incredible stories. Who else but a god could produce all of this? Don't worry, you'll soon see things as I do.
Did you know your god wants me to kill him?
Yes, I've been pondering that riddle myself for some time now, and I think I know what he's trying to tell us. The Great One's influence is growing, and soon it will break free of the confines of this secluded vale. We can't allow Oasis to call attention to itself like that. It would be the end of him.
So what can I do to help?
If the same sap that you drank to purify yourself could be applied to his heart, it should stop the spread. I can promise you no harm would come to him. That's all I ask of you, outsider. Nothing more, nothing less.
I love Birch, but sometimes I think he doesn't see the big picture. The spreading of his influence is not a curse. It's a great miracle, a benefit meant for the entire wasteland.
Doesn't anybody care what your god thinks?
Of course we do. He yearns to share his miracles with the whole world, to give the gift of life back to the dead wasteland. It's upsetting him to no end, but Birch can't see the pain it's causing. But now that you're here, I have a feeling the winds are about to change.
How can I possibly help?
I heard what my husband wanted you to do. What I propose is an alternative. The same person that created the sap also created this liniment. If you can reach his heart, it will assist him in making his influence increase. Instead of centuries, the wasteland will become green in mere decades. Just imagine how glorious that would be.
Hello, outsider. It's very nice.
They have a couple more little speeches here.
Yes, outsider, what is it?
Any information you could give me on the caves below Oasis would be helpful.
Just like a cancer would infest our bodies, the caves below us are infested with vermin. You'd do well to be cautious down there. We've lost a few tree minders in the past.
I have some questions about the task you gave me.
By all means, ask away.
Why don't you just travel to Harold's heart on your own?
I would if I was able, but he will not allow us entry. His roots bar the door. and we have yet to earn the right to pass.
Were you aware that Laurel gave me this liniment?
Of course I am. I know everything that goes on in Oasis. Laurel is free to pursue whatever path she chooses. A long time ago, it was agreed that the Tree Father and the Leaf Mother hold equal say. I don't seek to change those customs. I just hope when the time comes, you'll make the right choice.
Where did the sap come from?
Bloom-seer poplar has a unique understanding of the innate power that lay dormant in the plants you see around you. She created the sap with the knowledge she brought to us from the wasteland.
Where is the entrance to the caves?
You'll find the entrance in the southwestern part of Oasis.
I'd like to ask you something else.
Go on.
May I ask you about the tree minders?
Of course. We're quite open about everything here.
How did the tree minders begin?
When I first beheld the glory of the Great One, I knew there'd be others who would seek to do him harm. I also knew he would be calling others that he felt were pure of heart to protect him. Right then and there, I created the Tree Minders, the Great One's last line of defense.
How do the tree minders normally handle other outsiders?
If the outsider doesn't have his blessing, we simply deny him entry to our home. If they persist on trying to gain entry, or display any hostile act that could potentially harm the Great One, we take action. If the outsider were a raider or some other nefarious type, we ensure they don't report our location back to their comrades.
Could I become a tree minder?
Becoming a disciple of the Great One takes many years of dedication and the will to cast aside your reliance on technological conveniences. However, I feel you've been sent here for a higher purpose and could be more instrumental in our future than a mere tree minder.
Your names are quite strange. What do they mean?
The first part of our name represents our role in the tree minders. The youngest are the saplings, still learning what it means to live in Oasis. The branch tenders are our guardians and keep our home safe. Our healers and soothsayers are known as bloom-seers. Finally, the Tree Father and the Leaf Mother are the creators and the upholders of the Great One's laws.
I'd like to ask about something else.
Go on.
If this place has living plants, does that mean the water is safe to drink?
I'm afraid the water still bears the mark of man's greed. It's his reminder of what we once were. Perhaps one day he will see fit to lift this punishment, but I fear we have yet to command his full respect.
I have to go now.
Have no fear, outsider. I know you'll make a wise decision.
You have questions for me, outsider?
Any information you could give me on the caves below Oasis would be helpful.
If the Great One knows you to be worthy of his grace, he will allow you to pass through to his heart.
I have some questions about the task you gave me.
Certainly. Please ask them.
Why don't you just travel to Harold's heart on your own?
The Great One has not yet allowed us entry below ground. We were uncertain as to why until you arrived.
Where did the liniment come from?
The liniment was made by Bloom-seer Poplar. Her knowledge of his gifts and how they can be used to help us is nothing short of astounding.
Where is the entrance to the caves? We know that. I'd like to ask about something else.
Yes?
May I ask about the tree minders?
Please, go right ahead.
How did the tree minders begin?
I'm afraid I can take none of the credit for my husband's creation. I arrived perhaps a year after him, well after he established the tree minders.
How do the tree minders normally handle other outsiders?
Without his blessing, we would not allow an outsider inside this veil.
Could I become a tree minder?
Although we would welcome you with open arms, you are obviously drawn here to help us. What remains to be seen is what that help turns out to be.
I'd like to ask something else.
Yes?
I have to go now.
May your spirit rest in his branches.
There's branch tender cypress at your service. Welcome to our little home.
What's your opinion of Tree Father Birch and Leaf Mother Laurel?
I wish they wouldn't argue so much. It makes everyone uncomfortable.
May I have the key to the caves?
Sure. Here you go. Good luck to you.
So how did you end up here?
I was an outsider like yourself, wandering the world aimlessly, wasting my life trying to seek my fortune. When my eyes beheld the splendor of Oasis, I knew I'd found a holy place. Tree Father Birch allowed me to stay, and I've been here ever since.
What did you have to do to become a tree minder?
Actually, you already did some of it. I had to do the ceremony and meet with the Great One. Then Tree Father Birch taught me everything I needed to know about Oasis and how it has to remain a secret. That's why I'm so worried. I just think letting this place spread into the wasteland would be an unwise decision.
What if all the tree minders don't agree with you?
That would worry me. I was out there once, like you. I wandered the wasteland for many years. All I saw was poverty, famine, sickness, hate, and death everywhere I turned. But this place isn't anything like that. We can't allow that kind of evil inside Oasis. We just can't.
I have to go now.
Goodbye, outsider.
Okay, the time for talk is over. You ready, dog meat? It's gonna be one of these playthroughs, eh? Bumble fingers. So it's all water. You know what that means. Oh, there's a dead corpse. I'll keep that just as a memento, I guess. There's a little bit of loot in here, not a lot. A little bit. And see what's ahead. Make sure there's only one. I don't want to get trapped again. Couple. There's one over there. See if I can get a hit on this guy. Nice. Is that the only one here? Oh, there's a king. Well, let's try my dart gun. Wow, he's shooting at me. Dog meat's fighting him underwater. I can't hit him. Can't fight underwater. There we go. I think I'm missing an area here. No. Oh, let's go get our loots. Yeah, you have to take these guys out because you can't fight underwater. Dog meat's master at swimming underwater, apparently. Where's the other one? So instead of jumping puzzles, we got a swimming puzzle now. I hear one up ahead here. There's a rad roach. Swimming rad roach. Ha! There's one just up here. There he is. I wonder if I can get a shot on him. Three shots miss. Wow. Must have had that Bethesda thing going on. There we go. Wasted some bullets, oh well. Somebody died there. Nothing around. Where do they want us to go? So we're going up here. What's in here? That's where we came from. That's where they want us to go, I think. Yep. We'll go the other way. Check that out. The hatchling stuff isn't worth anything. It's not worth taking. Soft shell and mirelurk meat are the big money makers. That's what you want to take. This is where we came from. I could swear I'm missing an area here. Area with some loots. We'll go back. Okay, what am I missing here? That's where I came from. there's one I was missing. Yeah, you jump down and you can't get up again. Oh, there's a bag. Right away. And a Nuka-Cola. Oh, just a little bit of loot. Yeah, there's nothing else in here. There we go. Knew I was missing some loots. Yeah, okay, I'm not, I must be further on what I'm thinking. What's up here? I got a wall? No. Just won't let me in there. Okay. Yeah, okay. That's pretty straightforward. Yeah, this is the area I'm thinking. A little bit of loot. Right in here. Magazine and some loots. Hat? Hat? No. No such luck. I will get a hat one day. Not taking conductors. And inside this box is a magazine. You can just see it under the baseball glove. There we go. Let's read that right now. That's for medicine. Nice. Not taking the silence. The stealth boy. Some ammo. I'm not taking the conductors. Oh, pre-war book. Darts. Some caps on the table. I know I've been missing those because I'm not really looking. I'm in a bit of a hurry usually. Okay, let's move on. Wow. Wow. Okay, I'm in, better slow down here, boys. And girls. Okay. Slow down, a little bit of loots. Nothing, just junk. Okay, there's always a guy hiding in here. Sometimes there's stuff at the bottom of that river. See if I can get a hit on him. There we go. Not much of one. But he'll come up. There we go. Beauty. That's more like it. Now if you dive under here, there's stuff. And if you hit it, it'll float to the top. There's a couple bodies. Sometimes there's good stuff. Most of the time it's just junk. But you never know. It's random. There is a second body in here though. Usually. No, yeah, there's the raider. There's a wastelander. Okay. Okay, Doesn't look like anything this time. It's junk. Let's go. See, it just floats up to the top. Sometimes you can get a quantum in there, but I think that's just random or my bad memory. Okay, I see 2. See if I can get a hit on him. Nice. I see a second one. Can't let dog meat do all the work. I gotta do something every once in a while. Should be using my shotgun though. Really. Chinese assault rifle, nice. Another stealth boy. Four missiles, nice. No missile launcher though. Baseball bat. Might as well. There's only the one, right? This should be a sneak attack. Yes. Alert meat. There's that soft shell, nice. What's down here? Oh, a little bit of loot. Blood pack, rat away. Oh, something for greedy guts. Okay, let's move on. Oh, I hear the heart beating. We're getting close to the heart. There's the heart. So here's where we're presented with a choice. You just walk up to the heart, click on it, and you're given a choice. Destroy Harold's heart, killing him. Apply Birch's sap to stop Harold's growth, so meaning that Harold will stay alive, but it'll only affect the area around Oasis. Apply Laurel's liniment, and Harold will stay alive and affect everywhere in the wasteland. Or do nothing and go back and burn him with a flamethrower. I'm going to destroy Harold's heart because I want the perk. It's called the bark skin perk. Back in the original game before DLC, it gave you 5% damage reduction and gave you +1 to your health. To endurance. Gave you a +1 to endurance and +5 to damage reduction. After the DLC, it just gives you the 5 damage reduction, which is still pretty good. So I'm going to destroy Harold's heart. And if you look on our perks, we get bark skin. You've been exposed to Harold's mutation. Your skin is now as hard as tree bark. As a result, you've gained a permanent +5% to damage resistance. Nice. And quite honestly, I think that's the right solution. He's suffered enough, I think. You know, guy's been stuck there for 20 years. He's slowly turning into a tree. He just doesn't want to carry on anymore. Okay, this up here can be a weird fight. You got 2 kings and a regular Mirelurk. If you jump down, you're surrounded by those two guys. So I'm gonna try a sneaky little thing here. I'm gonna use the dart gun on them. See if I can get a bunch of sneak attacks on them. It might take me a minute to kill them. But hey. I just hit the thing. Yeah, see, I've got that stupid wall happening on that thing there. Wow. There we go. See if I can build up some after dog meat. Oh, the stupid Bethesda wall. Come on, dog meat, over here. Because he won't jump down there. Wow, he climbed up here. I've never seen that. I've never seen him climb up here. That worked out really well for us. I got one with a grenade. There's only the one left. And I can shotgun him. That worked out really well, actually. Where'd he go? Upstairs? How the hell did he do that? What the hell? He teleported. I've never seen that. I don't know if you can go back up there. I don't think you can. They got a wall on it. You can't go back up there. Okay, it's got a wall. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Bethesda parkour. Here we come. No, won't let you back up there. I've never seen that, to tell you the truth. I'm gonna let that guy go. Let dog meat kill him. Now, I don't know if there's any loots here. And what am I standing on that it won't let me move? Can. Oh, quantum. Wow. 29. 29 quantums. I don't ever remember a quantum being in here, but obviously there is. And this will just take us back to Harold. Sniper rifle, nice. Combat knife, I don't need. Stim pack. Put my light on, obviously. Med-X there. Always miss the Med-X's if I don't have my light on. Vision batteries, don't need. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, that guy teleported from way over there. This will take us to that door I pointed out to when we were at Harold's cave. Easy lock. And then we come out. And it's just Harold and old man Birch.
Welcome, outsider.
And Harold's
Welcome
dead.
to Oasis. The Great One is dead, slain by your hand. Don't worry, I hold no grudge towards you. You'll have to forgive my people at a time like this, outsider. They aren't used to being so lost. And for once, I don't have the words to help them.
I have to say, I'm surprised you aren't angrier with me.
Before you reached his heart, he imparted his last words to me. He told me about his will to die and how I mistook this for some mystical sign. How could I have been so blind? How could I have misled all these people? Perhaps, if I would have spent more time getting to know him, things would have turned out different.
What will become of Oasis?
Even though the Great One has left us, our memories of him will never die. With Bloomseer Poplar's help, I'm confident we can keep Oasis alive and carry on as tree minders. Go now, outsider. Go, but never forget the gifts the Great One bestowed upon us.
Nice. And that is Oasis, except for one more thing.
Welcome, outsider. Welcome to
Now,
Oasis.
we gotta find this young girl. And she could be anywhere in here sleeping. Because it's that time of day, I guess. I'm trying to remember where she sleeps. Okay, there's nobody down here. Okay, where are you, sweetheart? There she is.
It can't
Sapling
be.
you.
It just can't be. It makes me feel safer knowing you're around.
I hear you may have a gift for me.
Yeah, I think you're pretty swell for someone from out there. And you were really nice to me too. I was
Watch
gonna
the
give
top
this to
left
my
corner.
bestest friend Harold, but he doesn't have pockets, the silly head. This is a charm that my parents gave me for my 5th birthday. It's really neat. Take it.
U-Bear's Charm added. U-Bear's Charm has permanently increased your speech skill by 10 points. What will you do now?
Now that Harold's gone, I lost my bestest friend. All I want to do is cry.
I have to
May
go
your
now.
spirit
Now, we could run around and get everybody's new speeches, but
It can't be.
I think
It
we've
just
done enough
can't
talking
be.
for one episode.
What is it now outside?
What will you do now?
I'll mourn him with... If any...
Yeah, it's going to be the same rhetoric. Okay, that's it. That's all we came for. Items, miscellaneous. You don't have to carry it on you. We got a thing. This will just go into our little place where we keep our rare items. This is where Harold is. Okay, let's see if we can teleport up from here. Doubt it. So head back home. Won't let us. So I gotta run around and get lost. Because that's what I do. I'm good at it. Guess I could put a marker on and just follow the marker, I guess. There we go. I don't think I ever talked to this
Yes,
guy,
outsider.
did
Whatever the tree
I? Okay,
may you
let's go. And that is the unofficial 21st bobblehead, the second speech bobblehead. Even though it's not really a bobblehead, it's a charm,
Welcome home,
but
sir.
technically it's a bobblehead. So we can put that away. Put that in there as well, just to say we have one. We didn't take any damage. We can put that away. Laurel's liniment. Bear's charm. We have some scrap metal and some water. Let's put everything else away. Look at our stats. Skills. Speech is at 71 now. Excellent. Our Zulong. Yeah, might as well keep that in there. Repair it. Might grab a baseball bat. Ammo. Anything to go in here? Nope. Anything to go in here? $29. One more to go. That's
Welcome
I
home,
got
sir.
some Abraxo. I got that Birch's sap too. How many pre-war works? Because we're going to be heading there not in the near future. I like to have about 30 when I go there, so looks like I'll hit that. Let's go see Walter. Okay. Pretty early in the day for him to be at the bar. We'll head over there anyway. I hope it didn't glitch out. Sometimes it'll glitch out and he disappears. No, he's not here.
Hey, come.
Oh, I hope that didn't glitch out. It's not a biggie if it did. It's just I like the caps and the XP. Oh, wow. Where was he? He wasn't in here.
What is? I sure. Well, all right.
Yeah, sometimes it'll glitch out and he disappears into the ether. He sinks into the ether. Doesn't happen often. It's only happened to me once before. It's usually late game and I'm already almost got my build at 100%. But
I
still.
wish there were more people like. No.
What we could do is go make a trip and take those laser weapons to that guy. Yeah, let's do that now. I want to get the affinity up with them and then go in there one of these days. And the only way you get your affinity up is taking them stuff. I got nothing else, right? I got that armor, but I'm not sure if they take that armor. I think they only take the Enclave stuff, but we could try. I don't think I can take another one, eh? Yeah. Well, I could fix that stuff. I'm not sure if they take this stuff or not. We could find out. Oh, I keep forgetting to close that gate. Gotta close that gate or they could end up in trouble.
If it isn't our local
Okay, he hasn't got that thing up yet.
Let's see what you...
Laser pistol.
How... Here's a... We can always use... How... Here you... We can... How... Here you... We... How... Here's... We... How... Here... We can... How... Here you... We can... How... Here's... We... How... Here's... Oh.
No, he hasn't. Oh, there we are. So are we good? You trust me enough now?
You've definitely proven your worth. I'll make sure to tell our people on patrol that you're a friend of the outcasts. You've definitely...
Maybe we can go in there now. It's weird because he used to give you a key. And amplifies 1 of 9. Could be merchants. 2 of 9. Can't be respected. Concealed. Could be concealed. 0 of 9. Wow. Allowance replenish. So concealed had 0. And concealed had 2. Or concealed had 0 and merchants had 2. Well, it can't be recovered. Could be deformity. There you go. Oh, that's for the turrets. Guess I gotta lockpick this door. That's for very hard. Oh, we'll be back. We'll be back for that. I'm almost there. Let's close this gate. For sure. I've seen some nasty stuff come here. Death claws and Yao guys and let's go home. Get rid of or go see Greedy Guts. Let's go see Greedy Guts. I can't believe these ants are still around. Like I said, that came all the way from Corvega Factory. That's the closest one, and that's way out there. Greedy Guts won't talk to me.
You've helped me so much.
Oh, even terrified, he'll take his water.
Are you sick? I can... You saved my life.
Enjoy, my friend. Enjoy. Sip
Please.
Away.
If you find some, please.
Sip it slowly. What are we at? Wasteland Savior.
Thirsty partner. Try Moriarty.
Just check through everything. Put away that power armor. He didn't want it. Okay, that looks good. We can't wear it yet. And let's get rid of our rads.
Welcome home, sir.
Rest. And I am going to call that an episode. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. See you next episode. And as always, have a good one. Turt Dolled out.